The legendary Polish strongman and wrestler Stanislaus Zbyszko was born on April 1st, 1879. During his youth, he focused on physical cultural training, but he also developed his mind. He studied music, law, and philosophy at the University of Vienna. It is rumored that he spoke 11 languages. Along with building a storehouse of knowledge in his mind, Zbyszko trained his body at the renowned Widobana Athletic Club, where his 5'8" frame filled out into 260 pounds of muscle mass. As fellow European strongman George Hackenschmidt was already established in the grappling world, Zbyszko was drawn to the professional wrestling arena and, by 1903, was listed as one of Europe's top heavyweight wrestlers. After winning a prestigious Paris tournament, the showman and former manager of Hackenschmidt, C.B. Cochran, brought Zbyszko to England for wrestling displays. Already known as the European Greco-Roman champion, Zbyszko started to make the transition into the catch-as-catch-can style of wrestling, or catch wrestling. It is in this format that Zbyszko gained recognition as an elite wrestler after his defeat of Dr. Ben Roller and the terrible Turk, Yusuf Mahmoud. Although he lost in his matches against modern wrestling pioneer Frank Gotch and the Great Gama of India, Zbyszko established his place in the upper echelons of legitimate professional wrestling. In his preparation for the match with Gama, we get an idea of Zbyszko's training routine. He would wake at 6 in the morning and train with his brother for an hour. After which, Zbyszko went for a walk and swam before breakfast at 9. Following a short rest, Zbyszko took a long walk in the hills around 10 to 15 miles. Later in the day, he would wrestle, skip, box, and work with a medicine ball. A massage marked the end of his training day, which was followed by dinner at 8 and going to bed at 9. By the 1920s, pro wrestling became increasingly characterized by worked matches, a concept which Zbyszko had trouble following. Toward the end of his career, he would turn scripted matches into legitimate shoots. In retirement, Zbyszko and his brother traveled to South America to scout talent, where he discovered superstar Antonino Rocca and trained future wrestlers like Johnny Valentine and Harley Race on their farm in Missouri. During World War II, Zbyszko worked as a linguist for the War Department. After the war, Zbyszko played a grizzled wrestling legend in the 1950 movie Night in the City. During the filming, he and director Jules Dawson would travel into town to watch experimental theater. A true proponent of physical culture and Renaissance man, Zbyszko was a man of content and is a throwback to a time before the ironic hipster movement, narcissistic millennials, and the creation of institutionalized desert music festivals being passed off as individualistic expressions of spirituality. For more stories from the old-time era of physical culture, hit subscribe at the bottom of your screen.
That's what I do to your clowns.